My name is Shay Parker, and today I'm going to be discussing adoption. Every year, approximately 14,000 babies are voluntarily put up for adoption. That equals out to about 7 babies every 1,000 Americans. Also, every year, the number of women ages 15 through 44 are impaired ability to have children, which means they cannot have children, is 6.7 million. The percent of women ages 15 through 44 with impaired fidelity is 10.9% in America. The number of married women ages 15 through 44 that are infertile is 1.5 million. The percent of married women ages 15 through 44 that are infertile is 6.0%. The number of women ages 15 through 44 who have ever used infertility services is 7.4 million. This is the reason we have this amazing thing called adoption. The definition of adoption is to take a child into one's family through legal means and raise as one's own child. What I take from the definition of adoption is that a couple that cannot have kids, or a couple that might just love kids, go through legal terms to make that child a part of their family forever. I do not believe that it means to take a child from their birth parents legally, raise the child, make it a part of the family, and then if the birth parents want it back, let them. Adoption is a worldwide process that gives couples like my own aunt and uncle the chance to raise a child. We found out about 3 years ago that my aunt and uncle could not have kids. She went to all kinds of treatments and even went through infertility, but had no luck. They now have 13 heavenly babies and now are trying to adopt. In my family, we believe adoption is a beautiful God-given thing. Biological does not make a family whatsoever. A family is made up of people that love each other and care for another, no matter what color or race. The whole adoption process is very serious and precise. Both the birth parents and the adoptive parents are made sure they fully and completely understand what the steps are and what comes next in the process. Given that, I believe the birth parents know exactly what is going to happen and they are not confused on anything, including not getting their child back when they want. Adoption is an awesome thing, but the adoptive parents need to know in their heart and their mind that there is no possible way that the child will ever be taken away from them, no matter what. If the birth parents do not want the child to begin with, then what makes you think they are going to love and care for the child in the future? After the baby leaves the hospital with the adoptive parents, I think that should be it. If the birth parents and the adoptive family work something out with letters and pictures of the child, that's great. But I think the adoptive parents should not have to worry about the state taking what is now their child away from them. The court system has a lot to do with adoption. Before one can adopt a newborn, they must go through various tests and home checks. Not just anyone can adopt. For example, you must not have a serious criminal background check, and also your home must be clean and be a child-raising environment. Once the adoptive parents take the child home from the hospital, it is their own. He or she will be raised in their home and will be raised the way the parents want to be raised. Therefore, there is no different than the way most of us grew up with our birth parents. This is all most of us that have never known. And it would be no different for adoptive child. That would be all they would ever know. So ripping them out of their home is not an option. The devastation would be tremendous. Kids are not too young to have something like that affect them for the rest of their life. Would you want someone ripping you out of your house? I mean, that's all you have never ever known, and just like that, you're being ripped out of your own house and being put with complete strangers. In conclusion, I do not believe there should be any way that the birth parents of a child should ever be able to get their child back once they give it up for adoption. It is not fair to the adoptive parents or the child. The child should not have to worry about being ripped out of their home, and the parents should not have to worry about their child being taken from them. Once the child leaves the hospital with adoptive parents, that's their family, and no one should ruin that for them.